Hey guys, Carlos Cortez here with another episode of Scriptures and Wallstreet. Hope you're doing well. Man, there's so much to talk about. I don't even know where to begin. But this episode, I wanted to talk about the dollar slipping away little by little. It is really scary what is going on with Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Now in a picture with this road initiative map, how they want to Panama Canal lies the BRICS. So basically, I know that's a made-up word, but basically they want Brazil, Russia, India, and China and South Africa want to go hand in hand and create their own world economy. And they want to create their own agenda. They want to have their own back currency. They want to literally oust the U.S. dollar. And so we're starting to see some of that happening. I didn't want to believe it, but as I'm looking into this more and more and more, and I'm not much of a hype guy, so I'm a big believer if somebody is buying something, like their herd is buying something, I typically go contrary because there's always that fear of, hey, the PSYOP is there. What if this is true or not? I'm always playing devil's advocate when it comes to investments. But what I wanted to just bring to your attention is, before I even talk about the US dollar, you guys are probably sick and tired of hearing about it, because most of the people that talk about finances, they're not licensed. They do not make a living doing investments or retirement planning of anything of some sort, which I'll say my disclosure here. This information is for educational purposes only. This is not investment advice. You should seek a licensed financial advisor for investment advice. If you are interested in anything that we speak about on this podcast, please call our office, 813-448-3446, or visit our website at cortezwm.com. You can download our free guide at americafirstretirementplan.com. We are a firm that caters to God-fearing patriots. We really are not a good fit if you're liberal, and if you're anti-God, we are definitely not a good fit. But we want to work with God-fearing conservatives because we just don't believe in the ESGs. We don't believe in chopping off penises and calling them a woman, and this person becomes a spokesperson of a company. We don't believe in vaccinating, forced mandates, and companies that do that. So if that's you, we are not a good fit, and you can find someone else to work with. However, we want to work with God-fearing patriots. We have a covenant process that I've spoken about multiple times, and we are very, very passionate about what we do. So we want to make sure that we keep God, country, and family aligned with our values, and that we can help you achieve your financial retirement dreams and keep them whole. We're not perfect, nor do we claim to be. I've made mistakes before, but I am human. But yes, we take responsibility. So I wanted just to talk about the VIX, the volatility index. This is crazy to me right now. So the last time, I'm pulling it up on my laptop here. Give me 1 second. I thought I had it pulled up. The last time I pulled up the volatility index, it was pretty low at 19. But right now, it's at 1625. The last time it's been this low was right before COVID happened. Guys, I don't even know what's going to happen, but whenever this VIX goes down this low, there's always a major traumatic event. So when the VIX goes low, the stock market is rising. And so the stock market's rising because these idiots at the Fed Reserve are saying inflation is cooling off because they keep raising interest rates. And they keep on raising interest rates. And what it's actually doing, it is increasing our dollar, but then again, it's not. It'll increase it short term. But what is happening is our dollar is going down. The use of our dollar is incredibly collapsing. The possession levels, I looked it up, the possession levels of the US dollar in 2001, 73% of people held the US dollar. Now, fast forward to 2021, 20 years later, it's at 55%. And at 2022, it literally fell down another 5% to 50%. So half of the people are holding the dollar. So what happened to the other 50%? they already transferred it into another asset. Whether it's buying another currency, whether it's buying precious metals, whether it's becoming a client and buying safe money with it, whatever it is, people are not holding the US dollar, which unfortunately is a terrible thing for America. Complete terrible thing for America, because what would happen is it's almost anti-American, where people are not wanting to hold a dollar because the dollar is going and is weakening, and it's becoming a sidestab of the global stage. So they want to get rid of the US dollar at the global stage. Brazil, Russia, India, and China, and another 150 countries are joining the BRICS. You don't have to be Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa to join them. They are opening and they're accepting applications anywhere from Argentina to Mexico to Yugoslavia, all across the globe. Uganda, they want to join the BRICS union, and they're sick and tired of America being the big bad bully. We are still the strongest country in the world for now, but at this rate, if we don't turn the horses right now and fire up the cannons, we will not be a powerhouse in 5 to 6 years. You can mark my words on that. So pray for our country, guys. America is in life support right now. I didn't think it was as bad, but when I saw the possession levels of the US dollar, it is pretty bad, guys. And I'm not here to fearmonger. And look, this is not going to save you. Precious metals is not the answer here. Solar panel generators is not the answer. Alkaline waters at americafirstwater.com is not the answer. Goods from American companies, and buying from non-woke companies through switchmyproductsusa.com is not the answer. I am not the answer. It is only Christ Jesus alone that will heal us from our transgressions, that will Leviticus our country, that will literally walk away. We got to stop, repent, and turn from our wicked ways, and then he'll heal our land, like he says in Leviticus. That is the only way we're going to get out of this, guys. We need to pray and intercede for our country. Our America is hurting right now. We're at a weak, vulnerable state right now because of this administration. I believe had a huge impact. It was part of a New World Order plan, right? It's part of a New World Order plan. And I honestly believe that we worship Trump more than we would worship God. I believe, like the Christian community, the evangelical church, have put more emphasis on Trump and their security and their faith in man than they did in the Bible, than they did on the blood of the cross. It's a hard truth, but I believe that's why we're going through what we're going through right now. So this is why it's important to be mentally tough, to not play the victim card. Oh, the government did this, the government that, oh, the US dollar is crashing, and I'm always and never, using words like always and never, I'm always going to have this problem, and the world is never going to get better, and the US dollar is always going to crash. What a terrible, terrible mindset. You guys forget how powerful the cross is. You guys forget how powerful that cross is. Hebrews 10:35 through 36. So do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. You need to preserve so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what he has promised. Guys, our confidence comes from the Lord. Like, you have to remember that. We are going in a financial storm. I don't know how or when, but we are going in a financial storm. I cannot save you. I could only protect you. I'm like the weatherman. I will tell you all these things that will happen, and we can buy yellow money for this. We can buy red money for this. We can buy green money for this, but you're still going to get kicked in the nuts and punched in the face, but you'll survive. You'll survive. You know, the weatherman is going to show you how. Basically, the weatherman here in Florida, they say, just get the heck out of your state. Evacuate. So we don't need to evacuate just yet. But what I'm getting at is I can help you preserve your principal. I can help you protect your principal. I can help you with income. I can help you with all these things. It's not going to be perfect, but you'll survive. That's what I'm saying, guys. So it really is scary about, all this stemmed from the sanctions in Russia, this Ukrainian fake war. Honestly, I believe the Ukrainian war is about this. They want the silver. This is the new oil, guys. This is the brand new oil. This is a new school oil. It's not oil. By the way, did you guys know this road incentive map that they're building for the Brazil, Russia, India, and China, and South Africa? They're not using green energy. They're literally using fossil fuels. They got the big rigs out there. They got the American trucks. They're using our freaking trucks to build the Brazil, Russia, and China. Like, they're using the truckers. They're using diesel. You can't make this stuff up, man. Like, they're going to be using roads and tar and all this toxic stuff for the pollution and all the things that create global warming. They're using all this stuff to build against us. So they're like the fake America. They want to be the fake copycat of America. So let that sit in your pipe and smoke it for a little bit. Let that simmer on you a little bit. You got these countries that are trying to compete with us because they want to be us, because we're that strong. And honestly, our flag is the best looking flag in the world. She is pretty. They're just trying to be us, man. Like the copycat. So we just got to protect ourselves, guys. We got to protect ourselves. The covenant process that we have, the yellow, red, and green money, a little bit in precious metals, a little bit in insurance contracts, and a little bit in yellow money, also known as individual brokerage accounts with tactical management overlay. This is the recipe for this ongoing manipulated market that we're in. They're going to crash the dollar, but I promise you, if you stay with us, we're going to teach you how to make money off of the crashing dollar. I promise you that. We're going to teach you. We'll have some guests. Guys, whenever there's devastations, there's always opportunity. Like, I know some traders right now that are making six-figure trades from the comfort of their home, trading heating oil and wheat. Who knew that wheat was a big export of Russia and Ukraine? And so wheat went crazy. So there's always opportunity. I don't want you guys to be fear-mongered into buying precious metals and paying 22% to buy it and then 22% to sell it. So be very careful right now, because there are gold dealers out there that want to charge you over 20% to buy and sell it on each transaction. Don't do business with those crooks. You got to be extremely, extremely careful on who you buy your precious metals from. 888-747-3309. I recommend you reach out to Cornerstone. They are good dear friends of ours. Yes, they make a little money, but yes, they are a God-fearing patriot company. And let them know that I sent you. 888-747-3309. They pay us a small nominal fee for the credit, which helps with the podcast, keeping us live. But we recommend you call Cornerstone. They're a God-fearing company. You can also get scriptures on your coins if you do purchase silver through them. Ask about that, because now it becomes religiously exempt. Terry and his team, they're God-fearing patriots. They're one of us. They're not some fake outfit. They're not some outfit that will try to harm you or try to docu-sign you to death. They're nothing of that nature. They do have the ability to custody your gold if you're interested in depositories. And they have them in multiple areas. I'm not a big fan of gold and silver IRA guys because I don't like IRAs. I feel like you don't own the money because you typically don't, because you haven't paid taxes on it and the government has you by the short hairs. I like having it in your hand, underneath your mattress, in your closet, in your gun safe, wherever it's at. I like tangible silver, palladium, platinum, gold. All the other ones are really good too. But silver is going to be used by the BRICS. They're going to be used in this New World agenda. They have to trace you. In order for them to trace you, they got to have a blockchain. In order for them to have a blockchain, they need computers. In order to build computers, you need silver. In order to have transportation as a service and lithium batteries, you need silver. In order to have all these antibacterial things, because COVID is live, well, and kicking, right? You got to have stainless steel. You got to have silver products. So silver is an industrial metal. It's used in almost every sector of our lives. It's amazing what this is. It reminds me of tobacco. Tobacco has so many other uses other than smoking it or being hooked on nicotine. Pretty amazing stuff, guys. But yeah, stay with us. I'm going to be watching this US dollar collapse. Obviously affects everything that we're doing, but also I believe I'm smart enough that I can teach and show you guys how to make money off of this. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. So we're actually living in some exciting times. You know, we are living in Revelations as we speak. For those of you that have a relationship with Jesus Christ, you should be smiling ear to ear with a smirk, knowing that your confidence comes from the Lord, right? Because he has said all these things. You know, that old rusted book that doesn't mean anything anymore to the Wallstreet media, that's still the number one seller, which is the Bible and Revelations. All this is already written, so we should not be fearing, guys. Or is your money more, if your faith is aligned in this more than God's word, then I can't really help you there. You need a heart check on what's really important for you. So last episode, we spoke about the reverse Gresham law. Arkansas is using gold right now and precious metals. And there's also this reverse Gresham law where the bad money the good money takes out the bad money. So it's called Thayer's law, where all the new currency would drive out the bad money. Look at the penny. A modern example is the actual penny. So in 1982, they did not want you to melt the copper, and they converted all the pennies into zinc because people were melting the copper and selling it. It was worth more. It was worth more than the pennies itself, and so it was pretty amazing. The government sanctioned that, created a $10,000 penalty, as well as up to 5 years in prison Gresham's law. The greenback dollar, we may never see it again. Just like we don't see the $2 bill anymore. But we will see Gresham law happening right now. We will see that as this CBDC kicks live next month. They're going to force businesses. I think, in my opinion, they're going to start with Social Security payments. They're going to make you have a digital wallet. And who's the most vulnerable? The people that are on welfare and Social Security. If you're on Social Security, you're basically on welfare. That's what it is, a welfare program. And when you pull money out of your IRA, you are governmentally inoculated and on Social Security. So think about it. You got all your money in IRA. You're getting fed by the government through Social Security. The government owns your IRA. They own Social Security. They literally control your life. So there are solutions there. If that's you, if you want to get out of the control of the IRS and the government, then contact our office, 813-448-3446. We can do IRA conversions. We can do Roth conversions. We can convert it into a tax-free income. When I get back from my trip this weekend, we're going to have a special episode on tax-free income. Tax-free income literally is out of the hands of the IRS. They have no jurisdiction. We can 7702 your portfolio and utilize accounts where you never lose any money and you have principal protection. And when you can borrow against it, loan against it, and have tax-free income, also you can grow with multipliers now. These are high growth universal index accounts that I'll be glad to talk about it. And also the best thing is that when you pull money from a tax-free bucket, it does not count towards the calculation of your Social Security. So Social Security, IRAs, 100% inoculated by the government. We got to work on that. If you have that, then you have a massive, massive, massive problem. As the dollar goes down and as they keep on printing and printing money and messing with inflation, what people are not talking about is the massive burden of taxes that have to happen. So the tax trap is real. It's like a freight train. It is coming to you, baby. So be extremely, extremely careful about having a plan. So most people in retirement, they don't have a plan. But the ones that do, they have a successful retirement. Part of this plan is our yellow, red, and green system. If you haven't seen the yellow, red, and green system, go to rumble.com and type in color of money, and it'll pop up. You'll see my ugly mug on a thumbnail. Click on that one. It's about 20, 30 minutes. It's extremely helpful because if you don't know your options, how do you know you're even in the right option? The problem is, just like Wall Street, big pharma is educating the doctors, like literally educating the doctors. So when a doctor sees you and has a diagnosis, they're going to recommend these drugs that are owned by Procter & Gamble and all the big pharma. And really, they don't have your best interests at heart. Maybe the doctor does, but he doesn't know anything because he's taught by big pharma. But these big pharma companies are all public traded companies. They're into selling drugs. They're not into healing people. If you're an AIDS patient or diabetes patient, you're more valuable. You're basically more valuable dead than alive. Or alive than dead, I would say, because they keep on selling you drugs to keep you alive. But it really is just terrible what big pharma is doing. Same thing with Wall Street, guys. Like, there's a reason why these Super Bowl ads are financial companies. Like, where are they getting the money to advertise during the Super Bowl? The Super Bowl has millions and millions and millions of dollars of cost just for a 30-second ad. I don't even know what it is right now. But people advertise during the Super Bowl because they want to make a profit. And they want to be recognized. And so where are you getting the money to fund the Super Bowl ads? I know Super Bowl ads are like, they used to be the Doritos, Taco Bell, beer, the John Hancock commercials, Prudential commercials, all the financial companies, they would advertise. And I always ask myself, like, why would they advertise? Like, where are they getting the money? And they want a return on investments. So where are they getting the money? And it's through hidden fees. So what is the solution here? There's a lot of things going on. And I know I'm just sort of rambling here, but I really want to drive home that volatility index is extremely low. I don't know when or how or what, but there will be a massive, massive shift in the markets to the negative. And there's usually an event. So usually when this volatility index goes down to less than 17 right now, it is at 1625 on a Friday. I'm recording this. There's something that's going to happen. There is something that's going to happen. I don't know what it is, but all the time, when this bad boy hits that new low, it's going to trickle into something. That means the stock market's all-time high, and that there's going to be, I don't want to say a crash, but it could be a monumental crash. It could just be terrible. So I'm not here to fearmonger. I'm here to tell you, go ahead and get right. Get right with God, but get your portfolio right too. And we want to help you. We want to help you in all aspects. 813-448-3446. If you have all your money in buy and hold mutual funds, you are going to get hammered, in my opinion. You will get hammered with the volatility that's about to come up. I don't know how much time we have. I don't think we have a lot. But with the VIX being this low, at 1625. I haven't seen it this low since pre-COVID. So the other thing is the Chicago Board of Exchange has a new VIX, which was interesting. It's now called the VIX 1D, as in daily. And so right now that's at 1390. There's not enough history there, but it's going to replace the volatility index that has been around since 1993. You see what they're doing here, guys? They're changing the measurement of the volatility by adding a new security, adding a new measuring tool. Well, I can't even tell you the history of the VIX 1D because it hasn't been around that long, maybe a month or two. When I follow the VIX since 1993, I can tell you historically what it's done during different market pandemics. But now they created this new volatility index. Volatility index measures fear and greed. And it typically goes down when the stock market goes up. And then once it hits that all-time low, boom, it pops back right back up, meaning the stock market typically collapses or there's some crazy deal. So it could be, guys, it could be it could be a dethroning of the U.S. government. It could be the government fails to pay their treasury bills. I have no idea, but it's going to be big. I mean, the volatility index doesn't sit around 16 and not do nothing. It will skyrocket. When you trade, you buy low. You always want to buy at all-time lows and sell at all-time highs. Well, the volatility index is below the all-time low, and people are buying it right now because they believe it's going to go up, which that means fear and greed will be literally off the charts, and this will rise. How is the volatility index so low right now when they're printing in money? You got Feds raising interest rates. You have inflation somewhat cooling off, but it's still terribly high. How is this volatility index not making sense? Well, guys, being manipulated. You guys know the manipulation, it's happening. They've done it on Wall Street. They've done it medically. They've done it financially. They will do it in pop culture. They do it in the marketing. They program your brain to think a certain way so you feel like you're the victim. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I rebuke that victim mentality. So we, and not even to mention, people don't know what to do. So what do? They buy precious metals. They buy gold. Gold purchases are up over 1,100% in 2022. So a lot of stuff that's out there, guys. Just prepare yourself. Like, it really is this simple. You can give us a call. We have the solutions. We want safe money. We want money that makes money when the dollar goes down. We want income. We want principal protection and a combination of all these things. We have a color code system. Give us a call. We want to help you, give you some advice. We are never, ever pressured. We'll never pressure you to buy anything. We are consultants. We're not salesmen. And we want to make sure that you're taken care of. So 813-448-3446. Give us a call. Also, for my sponsors, I have several sponsors. But before I do, I want to talk about my friend Brian Martin. As you guys know, I play hockey, and we have a beer league team. It's kind of like guys that just want to go out there and have fun in a D league. It is competitive, but more importantly, it's a team environment. And one of our older guys on our team, Brian Martin, I just wanted to share a picture and his GoFundMe right now. If you have it in your heart, please help out. A few bucks goes a long ways. This guy served our military, is a loving father. He has children right now, a loving husband, and a God-fearing patriot. And he just got hit with pancreatic cancer. All I'm asking is, I'm not asking for money, but if you want to, it's cool. I just want you to pray for him. I just want the man alive. He's such a good dude. I call him Velcros because he wears these Velcro straps on his skates, and they're adorable, but they're kind of funny and goofy at the same time. So I call him Velcros, and he's so smart. I just want him to be around, guys. If you have it in the heart, donate a few bucks. If not, if you don't have it, then I just ask that if you simply just pray for him. Just pray for him. He doesn't deserve this. And I've been playing with him for a few years, and I just ask God to heal him right now in whatever way that looks like. But please pray for Brian Martin, my friend. He's lost literally like 60 pounds. And he recently had a stroke. It's not looking good for him, guys. But just continue to pray for him. And I'd really, really appreciate that. For his family will appreciate that. I believe he's a believer, but I will minister to him as well. And yeah, if you guys have it in your heart, please donate to him. I'll send the GoFundMe link below in the description. Oh man, that's tough. But what I will say, guys, is it's important to be strong right now. It's important to be strong. Read your Bible every single day. We want to protect ourselves from a declining dollar. Precious metals is one way to do it. We have another way through our safe money methods. Give us a call, 813-448-3446. If you're sick and tired of supporting the woke companies, the next time you buy your next deodorant, your next toothpaste, mouthwash, laundry detergent, candles, home fragrance, whatever you buy, don't buy it from these woke companies that don't support your agenda. Buy it from myproductsusa.com. They are a God-fearing company that is an online patriotic wellness store. There is a webinar. If you do sign up with, it's for free. You can watch it, get all the information. If you are interested in shopping with it, then we'll send you a link. There is a 20-minute webinar on how to shop and a tour of what they offer. It may not be for you. It's cool, but you can try it out, see if it works for you. SwitchMyProductsUSA.com. Go there right now to literally change your buying habits from to a company that represents what you believe in and that supports American jobs and not these Chinese jobs. And you're buying like a can of Lysol. You can't even wipe your baby seat with it because the chemicals will destroy. They'll be harmful for the children that are eating off that high chair stand. So a lot of like toxins in the products that we use, and the detergents we use. So I love SwitchMyProductsUSA.com so that we can continue living a healthy, well lifestyle. And also they're going to be having meats that are non-mRNA butchered and delivered to your door. So SwitchMyProductsUSA.com. You can get your meats and all your wellness products from there as well. Be patient because my team will basically contact you. And you'll have the ability to do the tour in there as well. So Brian Martin, SwitchMyProductsUSA.com. If you're interested in having alkaline water, true alkaline water in your home, then visit AmericaFirstWater.com. Like I said, that water has helped with my diabetes and curing it. My mother and her arthritis, also in my joints because I've had several knee surgeries as a soccer player. So great water there. You don't have to drink all that fluoride and all those killing chemicals that your local municipality is putting in your water. And also my company, CortezWM.com. If you're interested in booking a point, if anything of what I said today resonates with you, go to CortezWM.com. Or if you want a free guide, AmericaFirstRetirementPlan.com. We have webinars on there about tax-free income and other cool stuff. Check it out. Like and subscribe, obviously. And I really appreciate you guys giving me a few minutes here to speak into your life about what's going on. Do not fear. We do have a plan. Just sit tight, trust God, read your Bible every day. And you men, do some push-ups so you don't become weak. And love your wives like Christ loved the church. Talk to you later, and God bless.